So you're a killer?
Sir, yes, sir!
Let me see your war face.
Sir!
You got a war face? Ah! That's the war face. Now let me see your war face.
Ah!
Bullshit. You didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face.
Check. Yeah, check. Look. You know what I always thought was funny? Is when rappers are like preparing to rap. And like they're getting ready, like the beat kicks on, and they're just like, yo, look, here I go. It's like they just have the beat going, and you're like, oh, they're about to spit fire. And they're just, yo, look. All right. Shut up and listen. All right, look. Yo. Look, I said, look. And they just keep doing that for fucking till May. Look. All right, look. No, but for real. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Listen. Yeah. Look. It's just like, you could just do that all fucking day, dude. Look. Speaking of which, man, Eminem, he used to be so much better, dude. It's sad. It saddens me to the fucking core about how much this guy fell off. I mean, he's fucking 50 now or whatever. Like, you know, it's like when the kid was like 28, when he came out with like Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, the Eminem Show. I mean, fuck. I was listening to Slim Shady LP, Just Don't Give a Fuck, Still Don't Give a Fuck, and then what is this one from? Marshall Mathers LP, maybe. Yeah, dude. Came out in 2000, right? Eminem was probably born like late 70s, kid. So you're talking, yeah, he was young. He was like 21, 20. Hold on, dude. Let me see. Let's see. Let's go ahead and find out when was Eminem born? 72. Okay. So he was 28 when he put out The Way I Am. And then he got addicted to perks. And the rest is history. No, but honestly, people like that, man, they fucking... I mean, I'm going to say this as a person in recovery. He was better when he was fucking using, dude. You know, I don't know if it was the drugs. I think that had a part of it. I think another part of it is just when people get famous, they let it get to their head. And they don't put out as good quality. Look at all the fucking comedians, dude. Tom Segura, he's just not funny anymore. I'm sorry if you love this guy, Tom Segura. And I saw him. He performed live 2022. It was fine. You know, it was funny. I laughed. It was funnier than what these other fucking hacks are putting out today. right? I'm not a fucking comedian, so I can say these names and not get canceled. But like Brendan Schaub and like Brendan Schaub and like Brendan Schaub. No, and who else just sucks at stand up, man? There's a lot. There's a lot of fucking people just unfunny. And it's funny, like to be a comedian today in Hollywood, being funny isn't a requirement anymore. Now it's being in line with the views of the mainstream. Now it's to be a comedian is just to be woke. If you're an actual comedian, you get kicked off SNL. Okay? If you're a listener of this show, you probably know who I'm talking about. I'm going to see him. He's headlining May 19th. Charleston. Can't fucking wait. Holy shit. I'm going to see Big J. Okerson, Tim Dillon, Nick Mullen, and Shane motherfucking Gillis. Now, those are comedians, you see? And they're not selling out arenas like fucking Bert Kreischer, another unfunny comedian. He's just not funny. I'm sorry. He's not funny. I watched The Machine and I watched the whatever one. He had the good bit about the guy in Starbucks. That was funny. It was good. It was fine. It was decent. But it wasn't Louis C.K. Sincerely or Louis C.K. Sorry. Those specials. I mean, holy fuck, dude. He's the only comedian, by the way, who got rich as balls and still is funny as fuck. Yes or yes? I'm asking. Yes or yes is the answer, though. And these are people who have been canceled. Yeah, he fucking jerked off in front of Sarah Silverman. She said yes when he asked her, though. It's not like he forcibly fucking jerked it in front of her. And even anyways, bro, jerking your meat? Like, come on, dude. You're not fucking raping the girl. Now, Dalia, I mean, was she 17? Was she 12? We don't know. I'm not making assumptions. I'm saying we don't have all the information. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to fucking do? But, people like Shane got kicked off of SNL because he said, chink. Take it how you want to take it. Be offended if you want. Because in the words of Eminem, I still don't give a fuck. A lot of people ask me, am I afraid of death? Hell yeah, I'm afraid of death. I don't want to die yet. Yeah, but I like comedians. I don't like media figures. There's a difference between being funny and just being an internet personality. There's a difference, all right? Just like there's a difference between apples and oranges, all right? Just like there's a difference between that fucking putz on the road who just fucking drove by with his muffler falling off and a fucking Lamborghini. It's not a Lambo. You know what I mean? It's not a Murcielago. Yes or yes. So, Bam Margera's back in the news. He's on the run from the cops. It's pretty fucked up. He was doing good, I think, for a little bit. He was on Steve-O's podcast. He was sober. He was going to meetings. He was doing the thing for a little bit. And then he had a relapse. He went back out. What are you going to do? The disease of addiction does not discriminate. Whether you're black, white, gay, straight, fat, skinny, rich or poor. Don't give a fuck. It doesn't give a fuck if you're Robert Downey Jr. or Joe Schmo. Right? Shit, definitely didn't give a fuck about me. That's what I'll tell you right now. I tell you right now, I was ripping and running on the fucking streets of Betty's Ford. Smallest fucking white guy, 3 in. Tryon Street. $20. Shaking in my boots. You know? Scared as a fucking Jew hiding in the attic in 1944. You know? Jesus Christ, with these people. What are you doing? You're hiding in the attic? In the wintertime? What are you doing? Aren't you embarrassed? Aren't you worried what they're going to say about you? I don't know. What's that? Fucking Sebastian Maniscalco. He's funny. He's good. I think he's funny. I don't think he's Louis C.K., you know? I like when comedians are hungry. When they're fucking hungry, you know? Eat or get ate. I like when they don't have shit. When they're still driving a Toyota Corolla. Living with roommates. Trying to do mics at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday. That's funny. Because they're living in the struggle still. And they have a lot to... They still have a lot of the fucking... you know? About them. But you write them $1 million check, give them a sponsor on a fucking talk show with 3 letters, NBC, ABC, CBS, you know, FAG, whatever. They let it get to them. Sorry, Bill Burr, you know, one of my favorite comedians of all time. Not that funny anymore. He's doing he's on the news now. He's on... You know, he's doing his thing though. He's writing books. He's making cartoons. He grinds. He hustles. I like Bill. I do like Bill Burr. I'm not talking about him. He's cool. He's a fucking pilot. He drives a fucking helicopter around Los Angeles. What are you doing? You're flying in the sky? Don't you know that's how Kobe Bryant died? Aren't you embarrassed? You got millions of dollars. You could drive a Bugatti down Rodeo Drive. You're flying in a helicopter? What are you, nuts? Yeah, some people, man. Some people are fucking nuts. Honestly, though, I'm just doing this episode to try this new video player out, see if it's any better quality than that fucking slop I served you last week. To my 19 listeners. Doesn't even matter. None of this matters. None of this fucking matters, really. What am I doing this for, really? I don't know what I'm doing this for. I'm back in the rooms. I'm back in the meetings, you know, so I do have people to talk to and share my shit. I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. What am I doing? Aren't you embarrassed? I love that. I love that fucking... The way that Timmy does the fucking Sebastian impersonations. I think it's hilarious. But, you know, I mean, what are you going to do? Life's good, man. Life's fucking good. Healthy as an ox again. Drinking a lot of water. Eating healthy foods. Not smoking. Not drinking. You know? Not watching things that don't serve me anymore. You know? I'm reading books again. Aren't you proud of me, Ma? I'm reading books. I got fucking 6 books stacked in my room right now. They haven't been opened yet, but they look good sitting there. Yeah, man. Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Good book I'm reading right now. Just, it's the same shit. It's all the same. Every fucking book, for every seeker of truth out there, I'll tell you one thing. It's all the same. These so-called gurus, right? I got the message for you. Here, sit down. You comfortable? You want a water? Here, sit down. I'll talk to you. It's only going to cost you $150 an hour to hear my fucking mouth. Get the fuck. It's the same message every time, you guys. You ready for it? No, I'm asking. You ready for it? It's all in your head. Yep. Every problem, every fucking problem is all up here. It's all in your mind. Okay? Every answer that you're looking for out there, guess what? It's in here. It's in here. Truth. It's in here. Every fucking thing, I'm not going to say because I'm not a fucking Jerry, you know? In my experience, everything that I'm looking for is always back. It always turns back into me. Every fucking piece of pussy, every fucking paycheck, every fucking substance and drink and fucking gratification and accolade and attention and compliment and sugar item and clothing article and fuck it, self-help book and teacher and guru doesn't fill the hole. You see? It doesn't fill the donut hole. That is my soul. Some of it has opened the door for me, yes. Indeed. But every form of comfort that I seek outside of myself or without myself, it doesn't fix it. It doesn't do it. It always comes back to myself and looking within me for help. People go, well, then why do you pray to a God that's up there in the sky? Brr. Fucking retard, because he's within you. As within, so without. It's all the same shit. They all teach the same message. Taoism, Buddhism, Muslim, Hindu, Christian, Catholic, Protestant, all those fucking branches. It's all the same. I am you and you are me. Right? I am the light. Oh, I am the light? Who? Yeah. I mean, listen. It's a fucking dialectable. It's a dialect, right? It's a parable. It's all bullshit. It's all words, okay? Look within yourself. Seek truth, okay? Use your thoughts in a positive manner. Instead of saying, I can't afford it, affirm that you can afford it. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, affirm that you are good enough. Instead of saying, I'm not wanted, affirm that you are wanted. I'm not confident. No, I am confident. I'm unworthy. No, I am worthy. When I change the self-talk from a negative to a positive, something happens. I don't know what it is. Call it, call it God. Call it spirit. Call it truth. Call it universe. Call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. Call it Allah. Doesn't fucking matter. Call a spade a spade. It is what it is, okay, people? There's no secret. The books, oh my God, The Secret, or 7 Ways to Be Happy, or I love the ones, they're the fucking short YouTube videos. Listen to this in 5 minutes. The 5-minute answer to success. It's like we want this instant gratification, these quick fixes. That's what drugs did for me. Just, I'm better. That's it. Instant, right? But as above, so below. You know, as within, so without. It's I do like the yin yang, the yin yang, not the yin yang twins, the yin yang. Yup. The yin and the yang, you know, of life, man. And the Wu Wei, am I saying that right? Sorry. Eastern philosophers, the you know, just inaction, you know, non action. Like when you don't know what to do, just do nothing, you know. Oh, so you mean I could just fucking do nothing and lay on my couch all day and eat Arby's? Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. Nah, man, for real though. Move a muscle, change a thought. That has helped a lot. You know, and it doesn't have to be getting after it, stay hard, dog mentality, run 13 miles a day and do 100 pull-ups. No, it doesn't have to look like that every day. Go for a walk. Go to yoga. You know, stretch. Moving a muscle, changing a thought, man. Walk around the block, you know. Hang out with some fucking crackheads on the corner. No, don't do that. But you give them $1, you know. Or $2. But yeah, man, I don't know why I got into this rant, but it feels good. 'Cause I don't know, man. I just had it. I've had it with these false prophets, and these self-indulging gurus. You know, they just have a ponytail and they just got back from Peru, and you gotta go to Peru, man. The answers are in Peru. The answers aren't in fucking Peru, okay? The answers aren't in an ayahuasca. The answers aren't in, what's that city in Arizona all the shamans go to? Sedona, Arizona. Gotta go to Sedona, man. You gotta just go to Sedona, meet with a shaman, you know. Spend $60 on a Navajo blanket so people know you're enlightened. No. Fuck you. Who are you? You're a drug addict. It's like, you know, I don't know. It takes work. You know, are you doing the work? That shit makes me cringe. Yeah, I'm really working on myself this year. Like, no, it's good. It's fine. It's great to work on yourself. But you don't have to broadcast it to the world. See, I'm different. This is different. You see? I'm only broadcasting it to like 19 people. I'm different. I'm different than these other people. Imposter syndrome. But no, you know, and I'm not saying like, dude, I've been through the rigmarole. I've tried health farms and sanitariums and taking a trip and not taking a trip and, you know, being on meds and not being on meds and seeing a shaman and not seeing a shaman and taking LSD or taking ayahuasca or not taking anything at all or just drinking on the weekends or no, I'm just going to do a little bit of weed, you know. I've tried it. I've done it. Been there. Done that, you know. I'm 30 fucking years old. I started this journey when I was 20 years old. So, you know, I don't know a lot. The more I learn, the less I know. That's a true statement for me today. And anyone who tells you otherwise is just full of shit. I mean, truly. Like, God, gross. It's cringe, you know? So no, I'm not sitting here saying I got the fucking answers at all. Like that's not what this is. And I'm not a pot calling the kettle black either. I'm not saying, you know, thou shalt not when then I do the same thing. No, that's not what this is at all. I'm speaking from my experience. I'm not telling anyone what they should do. I fucking hate when people do that because people that, you know, these so-called life coaches, and they can't tie their own fucking shoes. I'm not a fucking life coach. Like, no. All I'm saying is what I have found. All I'm sharing is I'm sharing my experience about what I have found to be helpful. And you know, I've said a little bit of it already, and I will repeat, and then I will paraphrase, and then I will expand. Repeat. So all the answers are within myself. They're not in a fucking bitch. Excuse my language. I don't give a fuck. They're not in some fucking man-hating, feminist, fire-breathing dyke. There. I said it. You know, I was on a run the other day, and this girl called out straight white men. Again, she was talking shit about Rogan, how he only has on straight white men. And I looked at her. You know what I said? You're going to like this. I said, well, he's actually had Miley Cyrus and Demi Lovato on before. And Tulsi Gabbard. Oh, and he's had Bernie Sanders, just so, you know. She was like, really? He's on Demi Lovato? Yeah, you fucking dyke. Shave your armpit hair and get online and go look. You know. That word is fun to say, dyke. But, you know, I mean, what are you going to do? You know? People think they fucking know everything. You can't change them. You can't change anybody but yourself, kid. I got a hula hoop, right? You can't see it, but it's invisible. It only goes around my body. That's all I can fucking control is the hula hoop. Inside the hula hoop. So, you know. I won't find the answers in some fucking pussy. I won't find the answers in some new clothes or a raise, a paycheck, a nice car, you know, or a fucking drug. Or a pint of Haagen-Dazs, which is from New York, by the way. Haagen-Dazs, they're trying to sound exotic. No, they were some fucking drug addict Italians from the Bronx. Con artists. Good ice cream, though. You know, the answers won't come out of in any form of that for me, personally. And it's a hard truth. You mean there's not a miracle pill? I mean, you can't be on ketamine all the time. Sorry. You know? So, yeah, moving a muscle, changing a thought, that helps a lot with my condition. You know, my condition is really just up here, you know, once again. So, easiest way for me to get it in my head is move muscle a lot of times, working out, hard or soft. Going on a run with fire-breathing dykes sometimes is it. Sometimes it is just walking by myself, listening to Come Town. You know, helping other people, talking on the phone to other people gets me out of self. So, you know, talking with a professional, getting advice from them. You know, I have anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder, so I think like 95% of millennials today do. Thanks, TikTok, which I've never downloaded anyways. Just to be clear, just to, you know, to gain acceptance in the community. I want to be accepted by my peers, so I will just go on record saying I've never had a TikTok. But social media has fucking just ruined us. Yes or yes. I don't have any Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Deleted all that shit years ago. Yeah. About 10% happier since I did all that. And whenever I go out with someone and they go, "You're not on any social media?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, and they look at me like I'm fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like, bitch, you wish you could not be on Instagram for 5 seconds. But yeah, that helped a lot, you know, to get out of self. The milk is full and has bulla. Oh man, it's almost 4:30. 4:30. Now I'm going to talk like this. I got a speech impediment. It's 4:30. And yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. I will say what I really do like to do is meditate a lot. because with the anxiety, just watching your breath come and go is helpful. Cold showers, deep breathing exercises, sitting in silence, watching porn. No, just kidding. Definitely not. Definitely not. Going on a strong streak on the no fap game, by the way, boys. You heard it here first. And yeah, I don't know if every time I stop these recordings, I go, oh, I should have said that, you know. But like, yeah, that's a thing. So what else? I mean, yeah, like I've said, yoga and stuff helps a lot, and just not drinking or using, no matter what. Definitely, because that stuff just amplifies the anxiety and the thoughts and stuff. And oh yeah, I was gonna talk about just therapy too, because like those professional people, they're kind of onto something, you know. And just being present with whatever I'm doing at this very moment is something I'm working on. Like if I'm cooking, okay, I'm cooking right now. That's the oil, that's the pan, this is what my hand is doing. Just being in the moment as it is, instead of, a friend a long time ago shared in a meeting once, he said, if you ever want to practice mindfulness, if you can take a shower and only have the thought of I'm in the shower right now, that's mindful. That's a goal. It's impossible. Your mind's going to come. Your thoughts are going to come, but that's a good goal to have, to just be focused on being in the shower at that very moment. So I want to do whatever it is I'm doing right now, not rejecting your feelings or your thoughts. If you're having anxiety, instead of rejecting it, what I try to do is to be like, okay, yeah, I'm really anxious about this. Let me feel this for a little bit. Let me be really anxious about this for like 30 seconds. And then watch what happens. Honestly, wonders have happened this past couple weeks with this stuff, man. So, hope that helped anybody. If it didn't, I don't give a fuck, because honestly, this podcast is dying, But, I don't know. Comedy. So, I guess we'll top it off there. Yeah. Cool. That's the fucking show. Peace.